Here come your West Hancock Eagles on B103. Eagle Basketball is brought to you by these Brit businesses: Swenson's Do It Best Hardware, Allen Auto and Tire, and by the Brit Bar and Grill. Eagle Basketball is brought to you by Instep Flooring in Kanawha, Michael Foods of Brit, and by Central Financial Group of Brit and Kanawha. Eagle Basketball is brought to you by H&R Block of Forest City, Garner, and Algona, the Titanium Lunchbox in Brit, and by Gateway Hospice of Clarion. Eagle Basketball is brought to you by these Brit businesses: Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars, the Cobbler Shop, and your J. Hiscox State Farm team in Brit. Eagle Basketball is brought to you by Com One, the local one, in Kanawha, Belmond-Klemme, Brit, Duncan, and Garner, and by McNeese Tire and Automotive in Brit. Eagle Basketball is brought to you by these Brit businesses: Big Brad's Barbecue, Pritchard Auto Company, and by Mojo Productions. Eagle Basketball is brought to you by Bockelman Grain Equipment of Brit, and by the First State Bank of Brit and Woden. Eagle Basketball is brought to you by McCluskey Appliance of Garner and Mason City, and by First Citizens Bank of Kanawha. Eagle Basketball is brought to you by Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company in Brit, Kanawha, Clarion, Belmont, and Dow's, and by Casey Nielsen Limited, your John Deere dealer in Kanawha. Eagle Basketball is brought to you by Tony Sense of Sense Seed and Services, your Pioneer dealer in Brit, and by Hancock County Health System of Brit, Garner, Kanawha, and Wesley. Eagle Basketball is brought to you by Brit Seed Company, your channel seedsmen and precision planting dealers in Brit, and by Jackie and Darren at the Brit Food Center. Now let's go courtside for Eagle Basketball on B103.
And a very pleasant good afternoon to you from the stable as we get underway. The Belmond-Klemme Broncos are hosting our West Hancock Eagles after that stinging defeat last night.
To Belmont, to A.J. Taylor.
And a very pleasant good afternoon to you here from the stable here in Belmont as we get underway with Eagles basketball after that stinging defeat last night to the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears. The Eagles trying to rebound here, taking on the Belmond-Klemme Broncos in a makeup game. This is a double header that's going on, actually a quadruple header because you count the JVs in. Osage will be coming here tonight to play the Belmond-Klemme Broncos in a Saturday evening affair. The JV and the boys game will be here. That'll also be on the Koloff media streams. You can find that on all of our sister network stations. And of course tonight here on Eagle Eye TV as well as on KIW.com and B103. You're going to have a chance to watch a very, very good Belmond-Klemme ball club taking on our West Hancock Eagles, who are trying to find a little leadership, trying to find that meld that they're looking for to make themselves as successful as possible. They will be taking on the likes, well, the Eagles of Allison Barris and Kendra Hutzpel. They'll also take a look at London Young and Gwen Gabrielson, who is one of the captains on the team. Young is the other. Abby Lamb is the other captain on this team. She's number 31. Then you've got number 22, Kaylin Morris, number 23, Shaylee Aguilera. You have Bailey Steenblock, who is number 24 on the team, and number 30, Kaylee Kuehlers. Abby Lamb, as I mentioned, is number 31. Then you've got number 32, Carly Kuehlers, and you have Linnea Smith, who is number 44. Number 50 is Chloe Hobscheit. For your West Hancock Eagles, Demarius Duran, the sophomore, is number 1. Cameron Eccles, Mighty Mouse, the senior here, number 2, followed by Mira Kuji. She's the freshman on the team at number 3. Number 4 is Whitney Johnson, the junior. We're looking to see some good things out of her. Coach is excited with some of the practices she's been able to put in during the dead time or the downtime of the holidays. Shelby Gopel is number 5 as usual, the senior, looking for some good leadership out of her. Mallory Lear is on a real terrible streak right now when it comes to the three-point shots. She is 3 of 30 in the last recent games, and Mallory has been able to put it away early on in her sophomore and freshman seasons, but here in her junior year, she's just having a lot of problems. She's being double and triple teamed a lot, and we'll see that probably going on with Belmond-Klemme today. Belmond-Klemme will be facing that number 10, Mallory Lear, for the better part of the game. Number 11 is Peyton Whipple, the freshman, and then you have Maddie Brueggemann, the senior, who I talked with last night. We had a chance to chat with her during the post games. She is excited about some of the things that the Eagles are going to be able to put together. You can see her right now under the bucket, fielding the balls and getting those under the bucket shots down to a science here. And then as you take a look, number 20 is Morgan Francis. You'll also have Faith Steenblock, who played significantly early on in the season but has seen limited action, the sophomore. Then you've got Karina King, who got into the ball game last night, the senior, number 25. And Charlie Brueggemann, we're looking forward to seeing some good things out of her. She's a freshman, number 32, got a chance to get into the game yesterday. Also played really, really well. And then a little fun upstart here, Vanessa Nito Mendez, the freshman. She's got good ball handling skills, good eyes of the court, and can see just exactly what's going on. Has a great court presence. And Drew Hagan last night, who we had a chance to talk to after the game, she too says we need some veteran leadership out here. Try to create some good things happening. She'll be number 35 on the ball club tonight. Good officiating crew that's coming out here tonight to watch this game, one of the tops in the class. Our executive producers for this game today are going to be Carl Woldridge, Zarina Gastal, Feener, and the hardest working producer in radio, Angela Nelson. Plus, Carl has decided to step in and be our studio engineer for tonight, so this will be fun to have him on board as well too. Coach Sonius getting some last words in. Our pregame show brought to you by Miller & Sons Golf Cars in Britt, your easy-go headquarters for golf cars sales, service, finance, and leasing. Plus, they sell Cushman haulers and Illuma trailers. Go Eagles from Miller & Sons Easy-Go Golf Cars in Britt. You can find them and their inventory at millergolfcars.com. That's millergolfcars.com. Line of honor getting set here as the starters will be announced here for the game. a larger crowd for the ladies' games than there was for the guys' game back on Thursday, which the Eagles were able to handle handily. Hopefully, in this contest tonight, we'll still have some more people coming in for this daytime affair, hopefully prying themselves away from the last week of professional football to watch an even better sport, basketball, right here. Clock winding down. They're getting set to go as we get set as well, too. One of the other things I want to mention is the fact that the Belmond-Klemmes will go into a 2-3 zone. They also work a 3-2 as much as possible. They're not much of a man-to-man team, but in speaking with the coach, this is something that they're going to be looking for here during the course of the season, and we'll see exactly how they'll be able to work that out. This 2-3 zone that Belmond-Klemme does have, they will pull the guards up, particularly up towards the center circle, and try to create some pressure. We'll see if they will be able to do that against the Eagles in this game tonight. Now let's get set as we go down to the floor for opening introductions to today's game on the Eagles Sports Network. One reminder, if you want to watch this game and you haven't seen it or don't know how to get to the stream, you can go to KIOW.com. That's KIOW.com. Click on the Visit the Streams at the top of the page. Here we go.
Senior number 2, Cameron Hendricks. Senior number 5, Shelby Cole. Senior number 10, Mallory Leader. Senior number 12, Patty Burner. And senior number 35, Drew Kite. Eagles are playing for also Presley and Kevin Wilson. And now for your Broncos, senior number 3, Allie Barrett. Sophomore, number 21, Quinn Gabrielson. Sophomore, number 23, Shady Aguilera. Sophomore, number 30, Haley Cooper. And a sophomore, number 31, Addie Lamb. Broncos are coached by Derek Warner, Eric Lamb, and Katie Tavis. Please stand as you are able for the playing of our national anthem.
Eagles basketball in 30 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
KHAM Britt is B103.1 FM, a Koloff media station.
Hancock County Health System physical, occupational, and speech therapy programs are here for you. For high school athletes to retirees, HCHS will guide you in minimizing your pain and maximizing your mobility. Hancock County Health System, your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
Now we come to the center court as we get set to go here. Eagles are going to be in their all-red uniforms. Broncos will be in their white with the green trim. And we are set for basketball right here on B103 Worldwide on KIW.com and on the Eagles Sports Network. Broncos take it away to begin with as they bring it up. They'll be going right to left as they drive it down to the baseline, looking for some room. In trouble in the corner. Now they'll bring it up into the center circle to the top of the key. Rotating around. Up to the top again they go to the near side. Stolen away. Mallory Lear. Layup up and in. That makes it a 2-0 contest here as the Broncos facing a full court press once again. Bringing it up, trying to find some room here towards the near side. Now they'll cross it over into the center. Ball taken down all the way to the other end of the court. Shot up, foul called, and this is going to be against Brueggemann. She thought she had gotten into position. So Maddie will commit her first personal, first team foul overall. It'll be a shooting foul here. And the first offering is up and in there. 2-1 here so far, 7:21 left to go. Just the start of things in the first. Once again, aiming, firing, and dropping it in. Not quite, is Allison Barris. Struggle under the bucket. Now they have to get rid of it here to the near side. Up to the top of the key they go, rotating around once again. Bounce pass over here. Barris has got it, fires it over to the far side, picked up by Cullers. Now they'll try to rotate it down underneath. Ball's nearly stolen away and is. Here they come here on the near side. Once again, this is Gopel dishing it off to Mallory Lear. Lear setting it up, giving it off. Jumper, three-point range. Settle in there, yes! That makes it 5-1. 6 minutes, 42 seconds to go. Eagles back in the full court press of things. Ball stolen away by Brueggemann on the other end, and here comes Lear. She fires to the corner, picked up there by Gopel, powers her way in, scoops it up, no good. Tried to get the rebound. It'll come off the hands of Abby Lamb and belong to the Eagles. Inbounds pass, looking for somebody open. They give it off. Here is Drew, tries to put it up. Ball kicked away by Drew and out of bounds. Hagan playing tough here early on as we get set. Eagles back into the full court press of things. Now they'll have to scoot it back to the back line. Lamb has to try and figure out how to get past Mighty Mouse. Lear nearly steals the ball away on the other end. It'll belong to the Broncos. Inbounds pass, Lamb dishes off. Working it around now here. This is Gabrielson dishing it off to Lamb up at the top. Lamb fires over to the far side. Broncos having all kinds of difficulty with this 2-3 zone, kind of inverted as they bring it up to the top to the Broncos. Ball nearly gets away, but picked up by the Broncos nonetheless. Eagles steal it away and literally give it away, but on the other end it is Gopel who nearly retrieves it. Timeout called. They want a 60-second timeout to the Broncos. 5-1 Eagles back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
KHAM Britt is B103.1 FM, a Koloff.
If you've been to a wedding in the Midwest in the last 2 decades, chances are good it's been Mojo Productions rocking the reception. And if it's a party you want, Mojo Productions can deliver. Street dances, private parties, even karaoke. Mojo Productions has you covered. So give us a call at 515-408-1074 and get Mojo working for you.
Broncos will now settle back and try to inbound this ball in as Lamb will do the honors. The captain over on the near side of the goal. Dishes off, gets it back. Eagles go back into that full court press once again. Mighty Mouse nearly stealing the ball away. She's going to stick like glue. Here is Lear working on Lamb as they work it around over towards the far wing. Up and into the center. Ball will go out of bounds and belong to the Eagles. The Broncos. Last to touch it, of course, was Eccles. Lamb to inbound here. As Gabrielson off to her left, but dishes off nonetheless. Jumper, three-point range, off the side of the glass and in for three. And makes it now a jumper up. That one no good. Put back up. That one is good by the Eagles. That makes it now a 7-4 contest. To the other end, here's Lamb. Steps up, fires, bounce off the back iron, no good. Picked up here by Eccles. And now Lear has got the basketball as she brings it up. Lear fires to the far side. Jumper, three-point range by Eccles, no good. And coming off and going out of bounds. It'll belong to the Eagles. Nicely played by Drew Hagan, who realized she was in trouble and was able to bounce it off one of the legs of the Broncos. Lear will inbound here. Bounce pass, gets it underneath the Gopel. Now to Lear. She gets it whacked out of her hands. It'll belong to the Eagles. Mallory has to play with a little more inspiration here. Inbounds, give it off to Mallory. She puts it up and she's fouled. The shot does not go down, but she'll go to the stripe to see if she can put two more in. Lear checks to see as the ball can bounce. Now she puts it up and front iron, no good. If any of the Lear sisters are watching, I think you know what I'm going to say next. Next offering goes up and in. 8-4 our score. Eagles watch as Lear steals it away, drives the lane, puts it up and in. There we go, a little bit of fire inspiration. This time Lear knocks the ball away. It'll belong to the Broncos. Lamb will inbound. Dishing it off. Back it comes to Lamb. Down to the near wing, and now they put it underneath. Kick it back out again. Short shot up. That off the iron, no good. Tracked down by Brookham and out of bounds. It'll belong to the Eagles. Broncos want to go into a full court press. Eagles make the adjustment here. You'll watch Eccles move way down low. Lear setting things up. Yeah, you want to? Come on. Watch me. There you go. Yeah. Right through you. Underneath, layup up and in. That makes it now a 12-4 contest as Lear just sliced and diced her way through the line. Back the other way, Lamb through the center circle here with Mighty Mouse all over her. Eccles will give it up as they work it over towards the far side. Now up to the top of the key. Picking it around. Here's Aguilera. She dishes to the corner. Underneath. Lamb trying to fight her way in underneath. Can't get it there. The shot, three-point range is good. Give it up for number 3, Allison Barris, who puts up a 3. Back to the other end we go. Lear, bounce pass outside. Mighty Mouse, three-point range. No. Picked up there by Gopel. She bounces it out. Picked up here by the Eagles. Hagan. 3 seconds in the lane on the Eagles. Coach Sonius now. Little wanting to know what's going on here. Can't find the call. Lamb finding it over here towards the near side. Picked up. Now she'll bring it up to the top of the key. Over to the corner. Back it comes to Lamb as she seems to be the point. Bounce passes over. Now they'll work it to the far wing. Back underneath the Lamb. And knocking the thing out of bounds is Lear. Brueggemann will sit down. Gopel will sit down. Inbounds pass here. Francis is in there as well too. She steals and knocks the ball away out of bounds. Inbounds pass here now, looking for Lamb. She's trying to work her way around, and they're not getting it open to her. Now they throw it deep. Drew, who could have looked over her shoulder, watches as they drive it in. Blocking foul called underneath on Francis. Eagles go into a 2-3 zone on the inbound from the far side of the bucket. Lamb looking for somebody open. Eagles cover it hard. They move everybody aside and are able to put the shot up for 2. underneath by the Broncos. Two minutes, 45 seconds left to go. 12-9 our score here. Lear bringing it up. Eagles have the lead. Makes the call, does she, as the Eagles sort things out underneath on the baseline. Here comes Eccles. Drive, short shot up. Yeah, missed out by that much. Picked up quickly now. Kuji with the basketball. Looking, fires, gets it off to Eccles. Eccles says, hey, look at this lane. It's wide open. Dishes it off. Ball stolen away by the Broncos, however, as they'll bring it up. Lamb fires it forward here. Gets it back again. Outside the perimeter. Puts up a three. It's off the iron, and Eccles comes up high and brings it back down again. Now she'll come across the timeline. Kick it over to the corner. Lear says, yeah, I can do this, but the ball will get knocked out of her hands. She'll touch it last. The Broncos will get the ball back. 2 minutes, 3 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Gopel ready to check in here as Bruns needs to take a break. She'll sit down. Also getting subbed in for Aguilera here will be London Young. Eagles will bring it up. Broncos will bring it up. Lamb, bounce pass. Taken away by Eccles on one knee, gets it off. Here they come. Lear coming across the timeline now. They'll kick it out to Eccles. Mighty Mouse drives in, puts the shot up, teases the rim, comes back down off of it, and Lamb gets the rebound. They'll bring it back the other way with the Broncos. Eagles quickly going into a 2-3, make it a man-to-man as they work it around the corner. Lamb, here's a jumper, three-point range, no good. Gopel the rebound, and here come the Eagles soaring back again. Lear with the basketball at the top of the key. Checks with coach, gets the glance. Now they'll bring things around as the Eagles watch the Broncos go into a man-to-man. Lear says, you're going to do that. And an offensive foul called as Lear comes in. Didn't quite look like the establishment was made, but the referee was about 35 feet, 8 and a quarter inches closer than I was. Inbounds pass here picked up. Brought back. Lamb coming into your screen as she brings it up now. Tries to work it over here to the near side. Young with a jumper, three-point range, no good. Batted around like a volleyball. Referee, dealer's choice. It'll belong to the Broncos. Coach Sony is saying she was right on the line. Come on, let me catch a break here. Inbounds pass now as the crowd begins to get a little bit louder. Here's Young with it. She walks, and now the Eagles will get the ball back. Coach Sony is having a quick word understanding that what the situation was. The inbounds here will come, and Lear will bring it up. Takes a quick glance at coach and now brings it across the timeline. Eagles leading 12-9. Bringing it around here. Lear saying, come on, guys, get sorted out. They'll work it over here to the near side. Gopel waiting. Now they dish it off. Here's Kuji. Dishing now to Eccles. She dribbles inside, looking for some help. Francis with the basketball now. Bounce pass underneath. Gopel going in strong. Ball knocked away. Now with 27 seconds left to go, the Broncos will see what they can do with the shot clock turned off. Over here to the near side. Here's Young. She's driving inside, loses the basketball. Lear picks it up. Here come the Eagles, 3-on-1. There's Gopel, shot up. No, taken away by the Broncos. Taken away by Francis. No, Lear, sorry. She drives inside, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2. It goes up and in, and the Eagles finish the quarter 14-6 ahead of the Broncos. We'll come back after this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to the Eagles Sports Network.
Sense Seed and Services in Britt, your local Pioneer team. Pioneer brand soybean varieties are raising the bar on yields and pushing those yields even higher with local knowledge, services, and support. So make the most of every acre with Pioneer brand soybeans and premium seed treatments like Ilevo. Sense Seed and Services in Britt and Pioneer, with you from the word go.
Hey, Eagle fans, this is Jackie. Darren, myself, and our staff at the Britt Food Center invite you to stop in and experience all the benefits of a family-owned local grocery store, like prime quality meats, fresh produce, deli and bakery items. Visit us online online at BritFoodCenter.com for weekly specials, recipe ideas, and daily meal planners.
Britt Food Center appreciate your support and wish our Eagles good luck.
Swenson's Hardware in Britt is ready to help you do it best. In-store or online 24/7 at swensons.doitbest.com. Lawn and garden, tools, automotive, home and hardware, building materials, electrical, plumbing, heating, plus Valspar paint and accessories. Free fast delivery to our store. Swenson's Do It Best Hardware in Britt for over 40 years.
We start the second quarter here on the Eagles Sports Network, Eagle Eye TV, and of course on KIOW.com with the Eagles leading 12, make it 14-9. We put a fresh 8 on the clock, and here we go. Eccles with the basketball, fires to the corner, picked up there by Bruggeman. She dribbles one way, kicks back the other. Here's a jumper, three-point range. Makes it now 17-4 as coming up with Coogee with an excellent basketball shot. Now they'll work it over towards the far wing. Well, the Broncos, they've got to pull it back. Pressure is on. Foul called. Stepping out of bounds are the Broncos. 7 minutes, 34 seconds to go now. Bring it up here now. This is Coogee. Dishing it to Eccles. They're Gruggeman. Now over to working the near side. They'll go up top of the key. Coogee with the basketball again. Near side Eccles. She goes inside, kicks it back out again. Bruggeman says, here, I got it. No, now they'll work it around. Working it around here. Now Coogee with the basketball. Spins off one defender. Drives in the lane. Gets it knocked out of her hands. Almost picks it up, but gets tricked back down to the floor again. Back to the other way come the Broncos. It is a pass over towards the far wing. Driving down baseline, and a foul is going to be called. Hagan may be the guilty party here. She is. Pushing off with 6 minutes, 55 seconds to go. That'll be her first. And for the Eagles, they have 14 fouls while the Broncos have 1. Inbounds pass to the corner. Off the wing, they'll work it around over here. Back to the far wing. Jumper, three-point range, well short. Tracked down by Mighty Mouse, and she'll bring it back the other way. Hagan chugging over here on the near side. Eccles kicks it back out again. Coogee, and a little bit of a dogfight there. Now gets it back again, and timeout call by Coach Sonius. He wants 30 seconds. We'll take 30 seconds as well. Eagles leading 19-7. 6:36 left to go before recess on the Eagles Sports Network.
Score the best Wi-Fi experience with fast fiber from COM1. Get up to 1 gigabyte plus local support 24/7 so you can keep streaming your Eagles and Cardinals too. COM1, the local one, serving Hancock, Wright, and Humboldt County neighborhoods with the most reliable internet, telephone, and digital HD TV. Click COM1net.net today.
Back at the stable we go, and this time Gopal will do the inbounding. Lear will wait on one side. Whipple will wait on the other. Here's Lear, gets it off. Hagan with a basketball now, fires in down deep, and unable to collect and corral it was Whitney Johnson, and she tips it out of play. Johnson, by the way, with 3 points, tied with Hagan so far. Back the other way come the Broncos as they set things up. Here's Young now firing in down deep, and a foul. Might have been a sneeze foul. I will see what happens. If any tissue is offered by anybody. Here's the inbounds pass here. Bounce pass underneath. Short shot. Foul. They'll go for 2 under the bucket. Did they get that right? Must be Bruggeman. First offering is up, and it's in there. At the line right now, Kaylee Kuehlers puts it up and banks it off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by the Broncos. They'll call a tie-up underneath. Eccles says, Drew, sit down. You need to take a breather. She'll come in, Will Eccles. Inbounds here as everybody matches up man to man. Somebody's got to go deep. They throw it that way, and it'll be picked up and stolen away by Eccles. Here's Lear the other way. Pulls up underneath. Gopal fighting. Puts it up and in. Count it, and she'll go for an extra helping. That makes it now 19-10. Gopal will go to the line. Johnson will make her way back to the other end. First offering is up and in there. 10-point lead now for the Eagles. 20-10 our score. 6:08 left to go before coffee and donuts as they get the ball knocked out of bounds. This will belong to the Broncos. Abby Lamb will inbound here. Works it over now to Aguilera. Back to Lamb. She works her way at the top of the key. Now over towards the far side. Back underneath. Lamb spins. Bounce pass underneath. Layup up and in. Eagles were able to move, the Broncos were able to move everybody over to the far side and then take advantage of an empty near end. Here's Lear with the basketball, dishing it off. Eccles driving inside. Mighty Mouse. What do they call? Ball will go out of bounds. It'll belong to the Eagles. Coach Saunius is asking where was the foul, but inbounds pass comes to Johnson. Now to Lear. Sets things up. Looking around. Dishes off. Gets it off to Brueggemann. Drives over to Eccles. Eccles steps in. Ball knocked out of her and away. Picked up by Lamb. She'll drive it the other way. Layup up and in. That makes it 20-14. 5:15 left to go before tea and crumpets, and they work it here towards the near side to Lear. Now she bounce passes, gives it off to Johnson. Johnson looking for Brueggemann here on the near end. Gets it to Eccles underneath. She goes through the trees and can't quite get the ball to go down. Lamb nearly travels, picked up that back foot, but the official will let it go. Now they go over here towards the far wing. Do the Broncos. Looking, bounce pass underneath. Aguilera loses it. Bodies go flying. Picked up by Brueggemann. She clears the way. Gets it now back to Lear. Lear across the timeline here. At the top of the arc. Looking, picks up the dribbles. Got to get rid of it. Gets it to Brueggemann. Back it comes to Lear. Foul called as Lear was going on into the lane. Hagan gets a breath of fresh air. Comes in. So does Francis. Johnson and Brueggemann will sit down. 4:32 left to go before the Eagles take a break. They'll work it now. Francis underneath. Looking around for just a moment now. Back it up. Fires it clear cross court to Drew Hagan. Hagan goes way back down, and this time threw it just a little too high and out of bounds. Back come the Broncos. Lamb with the basketball here. 20-14 our score. Pass down into the far wing, and Hagan assaults a couple of Belmond-Klemme Bronco fans with the basketball. Inbound now by the Broncos. Passing in underneath. Shot up, no. Rebound. They'll kick it back out again. Lear, down to the floor they go. Tie up. It'll go out of bounds and belong to the Eagles. A timeout is called. 30-second timeout. Come right back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Hey, this is Damon. The Titanium Lunchbox mobile food truck is equipped to cater all your special events. Weddings, prom, graduation, reunions, or even a business luncheon. Choose anything off the Titanium Lunchbox menu or customize your own menu with casual or formal cuisine, even appetizers and desserts. Call us at 641-512-1187 today to book your event. The Titanium Lunchbox in Britt. What's in your lunchbox?
All right, now the Broncos will inbound here. I thought there was a foul that had initially been called, but now the Broncos get the ball back. Lamb passes up high, picked up here by Aguilera. Now they give it off to Young. Back it comes over to the far side. Looking for Lamb underneath, but they can't get to her because the traffic is so doggone clogged up. Now they'll work it back over to the far wing, back up to the high wing, and the shot clock goes off. So the Eagles do their job, get the turnover. And the inbounds pass comes in here to Lear. She will bring it up. Stops in the center circle. Looking at the situation under the bucket. Bounce pass, gives it off. Here is Hagan. Near side. Give it off to Gopel. Gopel watching. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Eccles with the basketball. Quickly drives inside. Kicks it back out. Hagan for three. Just off the mark. Gopel puts it up. No. Francis cleans up the garbage but can't quite get it to go down. The Broncos will steal it away. Pass downtown and nearly assaults the Bronco cheerleaders, but it was rescued by one of the players. Back in bounds, but they'll say that she stepped out of bounds trying to rescue it. Now here's Eccles. Gives it off to Lear. 3 minutes, 3 seconds to go before Soda and Chips as they work it around here towards the far side. Here is pass up to Francis. Near side, give it off to Lear. Jumper, three-point range. No. Rebound taken away. Driving the other way. Going down. Putting up. There was a clear off underneath. Now here, working here to the near side. Lear driving underneath. Layup. Up and in. That makes it now 22-16. Bringing it back. Here is Gopel stealing it away. Layup up and in. 24-16. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left to go before Tia Crumpets. They kick it over to the far side. Bronco Eagle fans getting up on their feet here. Ball will go out of bounds and belong to the Broncos. Hagan will sit down. Welcome to the top of Iowa Conference West. Brueggemann says, I want to get into this fracas as they kick it over to the far wing. Jumper up, three-point range is good. 24-19, a minute 48 left to go before recess. Lear brings it through the center circle. Waits for everything to get sorted out underneath. She's got a wide open space up top. Dishes off, gets it to Gopel, drives the lane. She gets knocked to the floor. No call here. Back the other way come the Broncos with a minute 30 to go. Kick it off towards the far wing. Short shot up, no good. And Gopel's going to get called for the foul. Brueggemann comes in. Coogee comes in. Francis will sit down. Gopel having a quick word with coach. Meanwhile, back at the stripe. The first offering is up and in there. That makes it 24-20. Thing about these Broncos, you just cannot get rid of them. Next offering goes up. That one fires off the side. Now we've got a chance for a three-point play. Working around are the Broncos. And it is stolen away by Eccles. She's tripped and no call. Now we'll come back the other way. Bringing it back the other way, minute 7 to go. Lamb trying to go into traffic here. Shot up, no good. Foul called underneath. So now, after sorting everything out, Keulers will go again and try. First offering up and in. 24-21. Brueggemann's going to sit down. Coming into the ball game here is going to be Francis. Next offering up. Back iron, no good. Batted around, collected up by the Eagles. And away they come to the far side. Pass over, ball knocked away, taken there by the Broncos. They'll bring it back. Shot up, it'll go down. Gopal will be asked to come back in again. Next offering is up, and it's 3. Next offering up. Off to the side iron, no good. Tracked down here by Gopal. She gets rid of it. Gets it off to Lear. Lear bringing it around and driving inside. Layup up and in. That makes it 26-22. Back the other way come the Broncos. Eccles doing everything she can to slow the process down. Now they bring it over here to Lamb to the far corner. On the wing, trying to get it underneath, and the ball stolen away by Eccles. Here come the Eagles. Downtown pass. Gopal underneath, picks it up, puts it up and in. 10 seconds to go. Broncos bringing it up to the top of the key. Lear almost steals it away. Lamb puts up a prayer that does not go down. The Eagles will settle it and hand it off. As the buzzer sounds, 28-22, we go to the halftime here on the Eagles Sports Network, where it is brought to you by McNeese Tire and Automotive in Britt. For all your vehicle, semi-truck, and agricultural tire needs, parts, and service, see McNeese Tire and Automotive 1.5 miles west of Britt on Highway 18. McNeese Tire says good luck to the Eagles. You can contact McNeese Tire at 843-3536. That's 843-3536 or online at McNeeseTire.com. Back after this 2-minute timeout on the Eagles Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dave Droslik, president of Stellar Industries. The employee owners of Stellar Industries reflect the values of small-town living, honesty, integrity, kindness, and caring. With locations in Garner, Kanawha, and Mason City, Stellar is a proud supporter of high school athletes from across the North Iowa area. Log on to StellarIndustries.com to learn more about Stellar and how you can become part of our family.
Go Eagles from the Britt Chamber of Commerce and our members including Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company, Central, Dr. Buck and Ennin Law Office, Gift So Sweet, and Hancock County Extension. We appreciate your support. See the Britt Chamber of Commerce Facebook page for info and events.
Anyone can sell you soybean seed. Britt Seed Company places products to perform. With Channel Extend Flex and Roundup Ready 2 Extend soybeans, you'll get the superior weed control you want and the high yield potential you need. Make the most of next season with cutting-edge soybean technology and expert recommendations from Britt Seed Company. Ask Al and Rick Burgart or David Lampy for recommendations for your fields. Call Britt Seed Company today.
Hi, I'm Kevin Sanger, proud to be an Eagle. If you're looking for guidance with your financial goals, including insurance and investments, we should have a conversation. Let's prepare for the future together. Give me a call, 515-341-2151. That's 515-341-2151. Go Eagles.
Registered representative, investment advisor representative with Securian Financial Services, Inc. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Securian Financial Services, Inc. Member FINRA/SIPC. Securian Advisors Mid-America is independently owned and operated. 124 East Walnut Street, Suite 340, Mankato, Minnesota, 56001. 356-294-QFU5/21.
Trolson Auto Parts in Britt is your local source for all your vehicle needs. We offer a full line of automobile service along with auto parts and accessories for your vehicle. Did you know Trolson's is also a dealer for Snowdog snowplows? Contact Dan at 641-843-3865 for all your automotive needs. Go Eagles.
This is Casey Barnes, and this is Rylan Barnes, letting you know that H&R Block is a proud supporter of West Hancock Athletics.
Please call them for all your income tax, bookkeeping, and payroll needs. Algona, Garner, or Forest City.
Say the Barnes boys sent you.
Well, an interesting first half here played by the Eagles as they lead 28-22. Right now, you've got Mallory Lear with 11 points in the ball game, and you've got Gopal coming in right now with 6 points in the ball game. Otherwise, we've got scoring going on all over the place. We've got, as I mentioned, Gopal. Then you've got Johnson with 2. Eccles has 2 in the ball game. 4 is in the ball game as well, too. And the Eagles have been kind of stretching it out amongst their starters and their first-round backups, as I like to call it. And it has been working well for them as they've been able to get Brueggemann really involved underneath the bucket. They've also been able to get Coogee really involved on the outside perimeter, making things happen. Eccles hasn't been as much of a factor today as she was yesterday in the ball game. She and Drew Hagan really played hard. Hagan was the leading scorer in that game, but right now Eccles is on top of Hagan as far as scoring is concerned, but that may be on purpose. They may be holding Hagan back and giving her an opportunity to create some chances for the Eagles. So we'll see what happens in that regard, as the Eagles here are looking at a 28-22 lead. We will come back here in 2 minutes with more on the Eagles Sports Halftime Report, brought to you by McNeese Tire and Automotive in Britt.
Anthracnose, stock rot, fusarium are in your fields and are the main reasons your plants are dying early. With Xylem Plus, we can eliminate these problems by applying it in furrow, through the root system, or over the top through the leaves. Contact me, Eric Kroll, with Egg Performance at 515-341-3361 to keep your fields healthy and clean.
Belmond Grain Equipment has been in the grain handling business in Britt for over 55 years. Call Paul at 843-3734 today for more information on grain bins and shivers drying equipment. Belmond Grain Equipment in Britt, the grain drying specialist.
The Britt Bar and Grill is a slam dunk. Whether you want wings, burgers, roasted chicken, ribeyes, enjoy daily lunch specials, plus there's always a game on and the best late night entertainment like live music and Wolf Dog comedy. See our Facebook page for upcoming events. Don't miss the action today at the Britt Bar and Grill, downtown Britt, Iowa.
In-step flooring in Kanawha. Think of plush, luxurious carpets in hundreds of colors and patterns. Consider the handcrafted beauty of exotic and domestic hardwoods. There's also the diverse styles and durability of ceramic and luxury vinyl. Options for all budgets. Choose In-step flooring in Kanawha.
Hi, I'm Cameron, and I play for the West Hancock Eagles. My Grandpa Bill at the Cowboy Shop has been dressing Eagle fans for over 50 years. Get a great deal on men's, women's, and children's West Hancock shirts, hats, hoodies, and coats. Plus, Vikings and Packers gear, Iowa State, Iowa, and UNI apparel, as well as Skechers footwear. Shop the Cowboy Shop, downtown Britt.
Britt Seed Company doesn't just sell corn and soybean seed. You can trust Britt Seed to understand your fields and place channel corn and soybean products that perform. With the new Smart Stacks Pro and XtendFlex technologies, you can be confident that you're getting the superior pest control and weed management you want, high yield potential you need, and the most of every season. Ask Al or Rick Burgard or Dave Lampy for recommendations for your fields. Call Britt Seed Company today.
Back here on the Eagles Sports Network as the Eagles get set to go for the second half, and this is going to be an interesting half to say the least, to see what the Eagles will be able to manage in this ball game. And to say the least, the Broncos are one of those pesky teams that just likes to come after you as much as possible and create some opportunities, and they've been doing a pretty good job of it. I mean, let's be honest, the Broncos have been hanging in there now, and they've been using a lot of their skills or their skill players at various positions. Right now we are at the half. Clear Lake is leading Forest City by the score 32-21. Also today, Algona will take on the Garner Hayfield Ventura Cardinals in boys basketball and in girls basketball. That starts at 3:30 over in Garner. And also today, this just going final, Webster City defeating Humboldt tonight by the score 72-71. The Wildcats losing to the Lynx in that ball game. That was a boys varsity game that was, of course, coming up, or was played earlier today. It started around noon. But we have other games that are in progress, and we'll keep you posted on that and see just exactly what happens here. Eagles looking to try and bounce back after a tough loss to a mega talented Bishop Garrigan team. Diane, and I got to talk about this team for just a second. Audie Crooks has really come of her own here with in her abilities, and she has really created a great leadership role, not just for her but for others who have kind of followed. And for basketball teams to be successful, the leadership role needs to happen, and that's something that, you know, teams that are kind of listless or not really putting things together as well as maybe they should, they need that kind of veteran leadership to come in there and create the kind of opportunities that will make them successful. And Crooks has taken the reins on that. So have a couple of the other seniors on the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears, and it certainly has shown And other teams right now need to kind of emulate them. And one of those I'm going to put into the category is going to be West Hancock. They need to get some solidified leadership out there. You talk to Coach, he'll tell you this. This is just one of those things where somebody has got to step up and say, okay, I'm going to be the lead. I'm going to make this happen. You guys have got to follow me. And I'm going to coach you along. I'm going to take you under my wing. I'm going to do whatever I need to do, support you, make you feel good about what you're doing. That's the kind of thing that the Eagles will need to have. And they saw a good example of it last night. They'll see it again at the beginning of February here on Eagle Eye TV as well as on the Eagle Sports Network. Coming up on Tuesday, it'll be a doubleheader here as the Eagles will take on the Lake Mills Bulldogs. That will start at 6:15 right from the nest, and we'll look forward for that contest coming up. 1 minute timeout owed, 1 minute timeout coming up. You're listening to the Eagles Sports Network.
Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars in Britt, Iowa. Looking for a get-up-and-go have-fun car? Check out Easy Go's new elite models powered by Samsung lithium technology with unbeatable power and performance, unprecedented zero-maintenance batteries, and an 8-year warranty. Check out our new pre-owned and customized options today at Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars, 1/2 mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
Count on First State Bank of Britt and Woden to put your community first. We partner with your clubs, we cheer with you at the games, we make decisions right at home to help keep you financially strong. And with advanced online and mobile options, banking has never been easier. Good luck, Eagles, from First State Bank of Britt and Woden, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Check out McCluskey Appliances' wide selection of appliances, brands like Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Amana, and Genair. In stock, plenty of choices, and quick delivery is our goal. McCluskey Appliance in Mason City or Garner. Experience, customer service, and making new relationships is what we're all about. Stop in and see us, follow us on Facebook, or connect with us at McCluskeyAppliance.com.
Well, the Eagles started things off as they were dribbling the ball, but Eccles took way too long in the official's opinion to do anything. Now they're trying to sort out where to inbound the ball. Lamb will get it. She brings it out. They work it over to the far side. Eagles in that four-man press as they bring it up in trouble, and they just fell right into it as Eccles knocks it out of bounds. Our halftime was brought to you by McNeese Tire and Automotive. For all of your vehicle, semi-truck, and agricultural tire needs, parts, and service, see McNeese Tire 1.5 miles west of Britt on Highway 18. They say good luck to the Eagles. You can contact them at 843-3536, 843-3536, or online at McNeeseTire.com. Going in strong is Lamb. She gets fouled under the bucket. Now going to the line will be Lamb to see what she can do. First offering is up, and that one is good. 28-23 here. 7 minutes, 23 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Next offering is up, and that one is in. That makes it 28-24. Hagan dishes back to Lear, and away we go as the Eagles see what they can do here. Going over to the left, breaking it up. Now here's Gopel in strong, rotating around. Give it off, and Lear didn't even see it coming. Now here's Lamb with the basketball as she fires it over to the near side. Picked up here by Aguilera. Now they give it to Gabrielson. Now they work it back to Lamb in the corner. Gabrielson saying, hey, I'll help you. Now they'll work it around the perimeter. Once again, here's Aguilera dishing it off far side, trying to find Barris. They get it to her, and Barris will try to drive her way in. Puts the shot up, and a foul call, 2 shots. (28-24). So Barris toes the line, First offering is up and in. 28-25, closest the Broncos have been since the start of the game. Next offering is up, and that one is in as well, too. That makes it now 28-26. Here's Lear. Brings it across the timeline here. Now they'll work it around. Underneath to Lear. Scoops it up. Hagan gets it swatted away, and it almost beans one of the cheerleaders over on the far side. Inbound Hagan. Looking. Ball stolen away, and a foul called on Drew. Inbounds pass to the Broncos. Nearly stolen away. Barris dishes off. Layup. Foul. Shot does not go down. First offering is up and in. Well, the opinions expressed by the fans are not necessarily those of the station. It's management or myself. Next offering goes up. That one misses. It's 28-27. Eagles trying to figure out how to take on these two teams they're playing. Back comes Lear. Drives inside. Layup. No. Put back and picked up by Lamb. She'll take it away with a chance now to take the lead. Broncos driving inside. Layup. Yes. That makes it 29-28. Lear working around, driving the lane, shot up, blocking foul called, and now Eagles get a call.
That's what you gotta do, girls. Let's go.
So Lear will go to the line here now to try and regain the lead or at least tie it. She gets one. That makes it 29-29. Brueggemann will come in. Kuji looking like she wants to back up for a second. Shot up. Next one rims around. The Eagles are back in front, 30-29. Brueggemann will come in. Francis will sit down. Inbounds. Broncos in trouble. Going deep. Ball stolen away by Lear. Here come the Eagles driving inside the lane. Layup. Yes! Down it goes! Ladies are getting aggressive here all of a sudden, as Lear will go to the line with 5:42 left to go here in the third. Next offering up and in. Inbounds pass here. Quit playing soft and let them have it. Here we go. Pass, cross court, in trouble. They'll drive it down to the Broncos. Barris underneath, stolen away by Kuji. Dishes off. Here comes Lear back the other way. They work it to the corners. Mighty Mouse to Gopel underneath. All off for him. She gets whacked to the floor. No call, but it'll come off of her and out of bounds. 30-second timeout. Nope, make it a 60-second timeout. We'll come right back here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Go for the win and score savings by combining your home and auto insurance. It's just another way the Brett State Farm team is there to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Jay Hiscox and his team in Brett at 641-843-3563.
K.C. Nielsen Limited, your local John Deere implement in Kanawha, Buffalo Center, Titonka, and Algona. They carry a large selection of new and pre-owned inventory for your farming operation. When it comes to inspecting your John Deere equipment and providing you precision ag support, K.C. Nielsen has the total package to get the job done right. Visit KCNielsen.com and follow them on YouTube.
We want to see your smile. At Garner Dental Group, our goal is making sure every patient is confident in showing their full smile. No matter your dental needs, we can make that happen. Call us today to schedule an appointment and make 2023 the year your smile shines. Garner Dental Group. For more information, visit garnerdental.com.
Broncos will inbound here. It'll be Lamb that will do the honors. The captain dishes off and gets it back again. Full court press by the Eagles. Barris with the basketball here, nearly getting trapped. Dishes it off to Lamb. They go to the near side. Now to the wing. The jumper up. Three-point range, no good. Batted around. Rebounded by the Broncos. Jumper, three-point range is good. 33-32. Eccles comes up. Mighty Mouse looking to take on two. Gets it to Lear. She thought about it. Now she's going to go in strong, and she's fouled as she goes in. Lear starting to show that thing we talked about at halftime where we need a leader. And she's beginning to do it right now. First offering up and in. Evidently, one of the sisters called her in the locker room and said something. Next offering up. That one is good. 35-32, 60-second timeout. Eagles have the lead with 4:55 to go in the third on the Eagles Sports Network.
Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company has been serving the families of North Iowa for decades.
We're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to help in any way we can. Please feel free to call us at one of our funeral homes or visit our website at ewingfh.com.
Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company at Britt, Kanawha, Clarion, Belmond, and out.
Hi, I'm Brett McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive in Britt. Big or small jobs, we do it all. Tires, oil changes, and other vehicle maintenance, inspections, brakes, even transmission and engine work. And with 24-hour roadside service calls, count on our McNeese Tire family to be there for your child when it matters most. McNeese Tire, a mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. Call 843-3536 or visit us on Facebook.
Tap, go. First Citizens Bank's contactless debit cards make purchases easy. Call us at 800-423-1602 or stop in to see us about getting one today. First Citizens Bank, member FDIC.
All right, back here we go now as Lamb will inbound the basketball. She does. The Eagles go back into the full court press. Working the ball up, ball stolen away. Here comes Coogee up and in there. No, they will say offensive foul. So, inbounds, back come the Broncos, trying to figure out what to do here. Driving, they'll throw ball tip back. Eagles going after it here, trying to come up with it. And 5 seconds. So now Lear will inbound. Back it comes. Lear with it here, setting it up to the top of the key. Working here to the near side. Brueggemann with it. Tries to pass, and the ball stolen away there by the Broncos as Coolers comes up with it. Ball will go out of bounds. It'll belong to the Broncos. 4:21 to go here. Bringing the basketball up. Here's Aguilera to the near side. Now they give it off to Lamb. She fires back to Aguilera over top. They come here to the corner to the near side. Ball underneath, driving. Lamb puts it up and in. 35-34. Lear with the basketball here. Thought about shooting the three. Gets it back again. Drives the lane, puts it up, no good. Ball comes free. Eccles trying to steal it. It'll go out of bounds and belong to the Eagles. Gopel studies the situation as Lear goes high. Now she works her way in underneath. Gets around one defender, puts it up. Oh, and she's going to put it in. So Lear comes up with 2, and as we talked about at the very beginning of this ball game, a leader is beginning to emerge. Gopal steps out. Johnson will step in. Lear will go to a more comfortable position, puts the shot up, off the iron, no good. Rebound taken away by the Broncos. Eagles do not stay with a full court press. They fire to the corner. Jumper, three-point range. No. And a foul. No, they'll be touching the apparatus up high. They'll say a foul. This is going to be on Addie Lamb. Eagles leading 37-34, 3:31 to go. Lear brings the basketball up across the timeline. Now over to the near side. Jumper blocked by the Broncos. Back it comes the other way. Driving in, nearly doing the splits in the lane, but now backing here comes this one. Another foul as Lear gets knocked to the floor. Lear going in strong up on the line. On the near side. And gets taken down. Ladies are hitting the floor like crazy around here. Shot up and good by Lear. 38-34. Gopal says, I want to come in. Eccles is going to sit down. Brueggemann will take her place, and Gopal will play up high. They'll send Johnson way back in case of a break. Next offering. Got it in there. No need. That makes it 39-34. 3:07 to go. Eagles trap, and they'll call a blocking foul against Whitney Johnson. Eagles retreat. Both teams have 16 fouls, and now they're teetering on the edge. To the corner they work it. And underneath. Lamb tries to pass down low. Gets it up and in. 39-36. Eccles gives it off to Gopal. Pass down low. Johnson goes up strong. Gets the ball back. Pass. Give it off to Lear. She puts it up. No! Rebound, ball on the floor, everybody going after it. Stolen away on the breakaway. The layup up and in by the Broncos. 39-33. Back the other way. Lear setting things up over on the near side. Now she goes to the middle, into the lane, driving. And down she goes, and the ball will go out of bounds. No foul called. Coogee will sit down. In comes Eccles. In comes Francis. She will take the place of Brueggemann. Out goes Coogee. And in comes Peyton Whipple. Inbounds, full court press once again by the Eagles here. Ball nearly stolen away. Ball will go out of bounds. The officials say it belongs to the Eagles. Inbounds pass. They get it back to Lear. Lear and Eccles have a conversation at midcourt. Eccles takes a breather, admires the basketball court, now gets it off over to Whipple. Whipple dishes off to Lear. Lear working around the perimeter, now goes inside, bounce pass underneath. Francis fighting for it. Jump ball is called, and it'll be Bronco ball. (39-38), a minute 38 left to go here in the third quarter. Inbound. Broncos bringing it up. Here's Aguilera with a basketball. Going up against Mighty Mouse, pulls back for just a moment. Now fires and down deep, stolen away by Francis. Here come the Eagles the other way. Lear with a basketball, surveys the situation, brings it back up across the court. Over to Francis now, muscles her way in, gives Lear a little bit of room to work with. Gopel looking for a safety valve, and 3 seconds in the lane. This is called on Gopel. Inbounds pass now. Aguilera with a basketball, Eccles all over her. Pulls up right at the perimeter. Now has to get rid of it. They work it around over towards the far wing. Jumper, three-point range. In and out, no good. Rebound taken away by Francis. Lear will bring it up with 52 seconds to go here in this, the third quarter. Back it comes to Eccles on the near side. Eccles waiting, dishing it off. Whipple, now to Lear. On the near side, drives the lane, puts it up. Francis trying to get it out of there. Ball stolen away by the Broncos with 31 seconds to go. Now the shot clocks are turned off. 24 seconds to go, and the Broncos give it off to Lamb. Near side Aguilera, top of the key. They pass it down to Lamb, driving her way in, puts it up and in. 40-39. 9 seconds to go. Eccles, Mighty Mouse brings it up, full pace, gives it off to Gopel, drives in, short shot, up, no good. Rebound, tie up. This will belong to the Eagles as the buzzer sounds. We'll come back after the 60-second timeout for the fourth and final frame here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Admit it, nothing says barbecue like Big Brad's. For 12 years, offering award-winning barbecue for vending, catering, parties, reunions, graduations, or any other event in your future. Book Big Brad's Barbecue today. Call 515-293-0791. And let's go Eagles.
Hancock County Health System physical, occupational, and speech therapy programs are here for you. For high school athletes to retirees, HCHS will guide you in minimizing your pain and maximizing your mobility. Hancock County Health System, your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
If you've been to a wedding in the Midwest in the last 2 decades, chances are good it's been Mojo Productions rocking the reception. And if it's a party you want, Mojo Productions can deliver. Street dances, private parties, even karaoke. Mojo Productions has you covered. So give us a call at 515-408-1074 and get Mojo working for you.
And back we go as Lear will start things off for the fourth quarter. And the shot clock decides it's going to take a break. It's been working hard for 3 quarters. We'll start it over again. Everything working? Yep. Now here we go. There is Hagan. Waiting. Gets it off over to Brueggemann over on the far side. Brueggemann, near side. Jumper by Cucci, just a little bit off. And no foul called on the push-off underneath. Now, working their way around over towards the near side. Here's Aguilera with the basketball. Back it comes to Lamb. She's looking around, fires to the far side. Back it comes inside underneath to her, and Lear says, thank you, I'll take this. I believe it belongs over here. Layup, no, foul, and she will go to the line. Lear with a chance here to put the Eagles back out in front. First offering up and in. So we're level at 40 here. Coming into the ball game, London Young. Stepping out of the ball game is going to be Gabrielson for the Broncos. Lear aims and fires again and has been hitting well from the line, where she is now 8 of 12. Bringing it back the other way. Here's Aguilera with a basketball now. Goes up to the top of the key. Lamb fires over to the far side. Now they give it off to Barris. She loses it, and a foul is called. Foul is going to be on Mallory Lear. For Mallory, that's foul number 4, and she's in danger here. Eagles need her for 7 minutes and 10 seconds if we're going to stay pace here with these Broncos. First offering up. Off the side iron, no good. Rebound taken away. Picked up there by the Eagles. Now Lear will play back and allow everybody else to get absolutely physical. Working it around for just a moment. Drives over here towards the near side. Now goes baseline, kicks it back out again, gets it looking, fires underneath. Short shot up, yes! 43-40. Eagles regain the lead. 6:44 left to go in the game. Pass to the corner here. Picked up there by Young. Young in trouble. Dishing it off. Getting it to Barris. She drives in. Short shot, no good. Picked up by the Broncos. Ball blocked away. Once again, Eagles will take it back the other way. Downtown pass. Give it off. Coogee. Yes! Now it is 45-40 with the 6 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Eagles still getting aggressive. 3-point range. That one no good. That's going to be collected up here by Aguilera. She runs right into Lear. They dish it off underneath and low. Short shot. This one up and good. 45-40. Nice job by Lamb underneath. Now here come the Eagles. 5:47 to go here in the third quarter. Kick to the near side. Here is Hagan with a try. Put back up. No. Put back. Coogee blocked. Down to the floor. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll belong to the Broncos. Lamb to inbound. Aguilera gives it back to Lamb. Now they fire it over to the far side, nearly out of bounds. Picking it up, rotating around, trying to go in. Short shot, way short. Picked up here by Coogee. And away come the Eagles the other way. Lear slowing it down. 5 minutes, 8 seconds to go. She's got plenty of time. 23 seconds on the shot clock. Decides to go in. Gives it off to Coogee from the free throw line. It is blocked. She gets her own ball back. Kicks it back out to Hagan. Hagan, top of the key. Eccles dashes in, dashes out. Ball gets away from her. Taken away now by the Broncos. To the near side. Here's Aguilera with a basketball. Bounce pass into the near wing. Looking. Now they go up top. And the ball batted away. Out of bounds. It'll belong to the Broncos. Gopal will come in. And we will take a 30-second timeout. We'll come right back. 4:38 to go. Your Eagles lead 40-42 on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sense Seed and Services in Britt, your local Pioneer team. Pioneer brand soybean varieties are raising the bar on yields and pushing those yields even higher with local knowledge, services, and support. So make the most of every acre with Pioneer brand soybeans and premium seed treatments like Ilevo. Sense Seed and Services in Britt and Pioneer, with you from the word go.
Hey, Eagle fans, this is Jackie. Darren, myself, and our staff at the Britt Food Center invite you to stop in and experience all the benefits of a family-owned local grocery store, like prime quality meats, fresh produce, deli, and bakery items. Visit us online at BrittFoodCenter.com for weekly specials, recipe ideas, and daily meal planners.
Britt Food Center appreciate your support and wish our Eagles good luck. Swenson's Hardware in Britt is ready to help you do it best. In-store or online, 24/7 at swensons.doitbest.com. Lawn and garden, tools, automotive, home and hardware, building materials, electrical, plumbing, heating, plus Valspar paint and accessories. Free, fast delivery to our store. Swenson's Do It Best Hardware in Britt for over 40 years.
We pick up the action with Lear putting up a three-pointer. That one misses. Eagles nearly steal it and do, but step out of bounds does Mighty Mouse, and the Eagles will give the ball back over again with 4:08 left to go here in the fourth. Eagles lead 45-42 for those of you just joining us on the network lines as they bring it up. Aguilera trying to find space here. Brings it across with just a half second to spare. Trapped deep. Has to get rid of it. Now firing in down low. Shot up. That one is good. 45-44 with 3:45 to go here. Back comes Lear through the center circle. Pulls up, gets it off to Eccles. Mighty Mouse looking around, now decides, going to give it out over towards Gopel. Now they cross court, give it off to Lear. Top of the key here, Kuji. Kuji into Eccles, finds some space, puts it off the glass, up and in. 47-44, Eagles go to that full court press. And offensive foul called as yes, Kuji finally gets a break. Kuji absolutely wiped out, hands on hips, smashes into the scorer's table. The inbounds pass will come here. Broncos have 18 fouls. Eagles have 7. Driving Mallory Lear. Bounce pass underneath the Brueggemann. They rotate around. Plenty of time here. Shot up. Yep, no. Taken away. Here's Gopel crashing in. Dishes it off to Brueggemann. Off, no good. Rebound, tracked down. Lear gets it off. Kuji, fresh 35 on the clock. Lear, the lawyer, bringing it around here for just a moment as the law firm sets things back up again, realizing, hey, we don't need to rush this. Now she brings it around over towards the near side, pulled up, thought about a 3, gets it over to Eccles. Near side, give it off to Gopel, drives the lane, she's fouled. Foul is going to be on number 10, Lyndon Young, the captain. Gopel will go to the line. Ames, fires, puts it up and in. Coaching staff of the Eagles having a rather interesting animated conversation as the next one goes down to make it now 49-44. Inbounds, Eagles. Up, they're going to a 1-2-2 on the full court press, nearly stolen away. Back the other way, they go down deep, shot up, no good, taken away by the Eagles. Back the other way, here's Kuji as she sets it up, dishing it near side, giving it off to Lear. Lear slows down, gets past everybody, draws traffic underneath. Here goes Kuji up and in. That makes it 51-44. Eagles back in this full court 1-2-2. They'll drive it underneath one more time, no good. Rebound batted around, taken there by the Eagles. They break it out. Bringing it back here is Lear across the timeline. Waiting. Lear. Out, she'll bring it. Near side, into the key, spins, turns, and double dribbles. Timeout called. It'll be a 30-second timeout. The Broncos want to take a breather with 1:45 to go. Eagles leading 51-44 on the Eagles Sports Network.
Score the best Wi-Fi experience with fast fiber from COM1. Get up to 1 gigabyte plus local support 24/7 so you can keep streaming your Eagles and Cardinals too. COM1, the local one, serving Hancock, Wright, and Humboldt County neighborhoods with the most reliable internet, telephone, and digital HD TV. Click COM1net.net today.
Well, now can the Eagles hang on here? 1:45 to go now, 51-44. Our executive producers, Carl Woldridge, Zarin Egestal, and Feener, and the hardest working producer in radio, Angela Nelson. Carl at the controls, back in master control. Ball nearly stolen away, foul called. This is going to be on Eccles. We'll go the other way here now as the Eagles have 18 fouls. Broncos have 9. First offering is up, just a little short. Collected up by Lear. Lear dribbles, gets out of the situation. Comes across the timeline with no threat. Fires it near side for Mighty Mouse. 1:32 to go. Eccles Dishes off, Brueggemann, waiting, fires. Lear getting pushed and fouled. She'll go to the line. That is the 10th team foul on the part of the Broncos. Next offering is up and good by Lear. Osage boys at the door waiting to tangle with the Bronco boys. Here is the next offering. That misses. So the Broncos bring it up, down by the score 52-44. Barris dishing it off, getting it to Aguilera. Aguilera puts up a three. That one off the iron, no good. Out of bounds it goes and belongs to the Eagles. Broncos want to go to a full court press here. Lear says, I'm not waiting for this. Now she brings it back the other way. Bring it through, splits the defense, gets it off to Gopel. She polishes the floor at the same time. Meanwhile, back comes Brueggemann with it. Gets it off to Lear, freshly off the new polished floor. Works her way around the key, over and gives it off to Eccles. A Mighty Mouse dribbling around for a second, 52 seconds. They've got 16, make it 15, make it 14, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Lear drives, puts it in, it's good. She'll go for the line to the extra helping. 10-point lead here. It can be truly said there's devils at the door. First offering up and in. Bringing it back here the other way. Looking is Aguilera. That's stolen away by Lear. Lear now has a half-second differential between now and the shot clock. They'll pass it around. And this game will come to an end as the Eagles dominate and win by the score of 55-44. I'll work it around. Coogee will hang on to it for a second. Lear will hang on to it for a second. Waiting for that clock to expire. Going to take forever. Pass to the corner. Abe will take the penalty and the buzzer, and that'll do it. Eagles win 55-44. A post-game scoreboard show being brought to you by Eric Stacy and the entire crew at the Britt Bar and Grill. You don't want to miss all the action tonight at the Britt Bar and Grill. They are located on Main Avenue in downtown Britt. We'll come back in just a moment on the Eagles Sports Network. Don't go away.
Hey, this is Damon. The Titanium Lunchbox mobile food truck is equipped to cater all your special events. Weddings, prom, graduation, reunions, or even a business. How long do you want?
Okay, I'm coordinating with coaches here. Hold on a second. I've got Sonia saying that he is going to be right back. So 2 minutes on the commercial break.
Okay.
Stellar Industries reflect the values of small-town living: honesty, integrity, kindness, and caring. With locations in Garner, Kanawha, and Mason City, Stellar is a proud supporter of high school athletes from across the North Iowa area. Log on to StellarIndustries.com to learn more about Stellar and how you can become part of our family.
Go Eagles from the Britt Chamber of Commerce and our members including Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company, Central Dr. Buck and Ennin Law Office, Gift So Sweet, and Hancock County Extension. We appreciate your support. See the Britt Chamber of Commerce Facebook page for info and events.
Anyone can sell you soybean seed. Britt Seed Company places products to perform. With Channel Extend Flex and Roundup Ready to Extend soybeans, you'll get the superior weed control you want and the high yield potential you need. Make the most of next season with cutting-edge soybean technology and expert recommendations from Britt Seed Company. Ask Al and Rick Burgart or David Lampy for recommendations for your fields. Call Britt Seed Company today.
Hi, I'm Kevin Sanger, proud to be an Eagle. If you're looking for guidance with your financial goals, including insurance and investments, we should have a conversation. Let's prepare for the future together. Give me a call, 515-341-2151. That's 515-341-2151. Go Eagles.
Registered representative, investment advisor representative with Security Financial Services, Inc. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Security Financial Services, Inc. Member FINRA/SIPC. Security Advisors Mid-America is independently owned and operated. 124 East Walnut Street, Suite 340, Mankato, Minnesota 56001. 356-2948 UFU 5/21.
Trolson Auto Parts in Britt is your local source for all your vehicle needs. We offer a full line of automobile service along with auto parts and accessories for your vehicle. Did you know Trolson's is also a dealer for Snowdog snowplows? Contact Dan at 641-843-3865 for all your automotive needs. Go Eagles.
Eagles playing a solid ball game tonight here at the Broncos stable as they come up with a 55-44 victory tonight. Great ball game here. Remember, you can always text in your favorites to find out who you think the Britt Food Center player of the game should be. You text us 828-MIX-KIOW. That's 828-649-5469. And we will get that information as to who you think that player of the game should be. Lots of you watching tonight, and we're looking forward to seeing what you can give to us as far as those numbers are concerned. Cameron Eccles tonight playing a solid basketball game as she comes up with 5 points in the game. Kuji also had another 5. We're going to be talking to those, and of course there's Mallory Lear as well too, who is also coming up, and we will talk to her as well. Mallory with a stellar performance in her ball game tonight as she comes up with a good victory, and coming up with 21 points in the ball game tonight. Bergeman had 4 and Gopal had 5. Kuji coming up with a clutch 7 here in the ball game as well. All right, so let's talk about this ball game here. This is a pretty good ball game. We have Miss Kuji with us, and we also have Mallory Lear. Long time no see. Where the heck have you been? She won't comment. She won't say anything. All right, guys, talk about this game. They were coming after you a lot today.
Yeah.
What were you seeing out there?
Well, it was a rough game out there, and we knew those refs weren't going to call it from the beginning. And we talked in the huddle. We got to persevere through it. We got to finish those shots, and that's what we did. We just kept pushing, and we got it in the long run. A lot of hard work.
Terribly hard work, because you guys were battling. You were battling underneath a lot. Tell me a little bit about this.
It was hard because, as a freshman, you're coming off onto playing on varsity especially, and it's good. He trusts me under there, and I just have to overfear everything and overcome a lot of struggles and battles under there. But at the end of the day, I just got to put everything out on the court and play the best I can, and my mentality has to be there. Mm-hmm.
They tried to press you guys a lot today.
Yeah, we knew that they would probably press us. We didn't think they'd do a full court like they did, but I know I'm a good ball handler. I trust my own skills, and I know I've got girls down the court, and I've always got to keep my eyes open. Everyone's doing their part, moving, trying to get open, and I think we really took advantage of that and really exploited it well.
Playing a lot of man-to-man as well too out there as well too, and you were able to really work around all that, sorting everybody out.
Yeah, Mallory have her as a good ball handler, and then Cameron too. She steps up, and if Mallory's not there, Cameron takes it up, or I can sometimes take it up. But we just got to trust each other at the end of the day and work together and be a team at once. Yeah, we've got a lot of good ball handlers.
Starting to see some leaders out here, you think?
Yeah. We all know that we've got good ball handlers and we can handle the pressure. We just got to calm down, take a look, and see what's going on. Yeah.
Is there some trust, you think, developing here between you guys? I mean, we saw a little bit of disassociation in the game last night, which I think we ought to just put that one to bed and say forget about it.
Yep.
But learn a little bit from it. Do you think that's something that you guys took into consideration today on the ride over and saying, hey, we're not going to let that happen again?
Yep, we do a little pregame talk before every game, and I was just like, I'm normally the one who does it, and I said, we put the game behind us. It was a hard one mentally for us, but we knew that we had a game today, so we couldn't dwell on the past, and that's exactly what we did. We put it behind us. Yeah, exactly. Like, we don't like to lose, We want to be show West Hancock that we have the capability of winning, and we're just like, let's put it all on the court no matter what happens, and we did it. We showed them that we can beat teams and everything.
You go back to the nest on Tuesday. Lake Mills is waiting for you. Yep. What do you think?
We're excited. We haven't had a lot of home games in this first part of the season, only one before Christmas, and we want to play on our home court, and we're excited. We have that fire in us to go out and beat Lake Mills because we didn't like losing that first time, and we don't want to lose again.
Exactly, yeah.
And you have a big crowd on top of that as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
too. We don't get to talk to you much about that, but how does it
Yeah.
feel when you're playing in front of the Eagle Nation?
It feels really good because you have all these people cheering you on during the game, and like those big plays you guys do, like we do on the court, like you can just hear the crowd roar and like everything, and especially when the other team like calls a timeout, we're just like pumped about that because it feels really good because they're getting frustrated and we're doing good, and then it just keeps adding on top of each other.
Mirakuji, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
You got to come up here more often, Mallory. We got to be talking.
Tell that man.
Okay, well, you're getting a little nervous on me, so we'll come back with Coach Sonius right after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Thank you.
This is Casey Barnes. And this is Rylan Barnes, letting you know that H&R Block is a proud supporter of West Hancock Athletics.
Please call them for all your income tax, bookkeeping, and payroll needs. Algona, Garner, or Forest City.
Say the Barnes boys sent you.
Stock crops, Fusarium are in your fields and are the main reasons your plants are dying early. With Xylem Plus, we can eliminate these problems by applying it in furrow, through the root system, or over the top through the leaves. Contact me, Eric Kroll, with Ag Performance at 515-341-3361 to keep your fields healthy and clean.
Baukelman Grain Equipment has been in the grain handling business in Britt for over 55 years. Call Paul at 843-3734 today for more information on grain bins and shivers drying equipment. Baukelman Grain Equipment in Britt, the grain drying specialist.
Back we are here at the stable wrapping things up. We'll take a look at the ticker here on the postgame scoreboard show, brought to you, of course, by the Britt Bar and Grill. You can find them.
Whether you want wings, burgers, roasted chicken.
In-step flooring in Canava. Think of plush.
Hi, I'm Cameron, and I play for the West Hancock Eagles. My grandpa Bill at the
Got Coach Sonius here with us right now. Coach, good ball game today. A little bit of a challenge as they started to press a little bit, started to create some things. Tell me, what were your impressions on the game so far?
Well, I knew they wanted to try to press us early, but they weren't going to. They're not going to press us, and many don't. Garrigan's probably one of the few that does get us with that. Others don't. I was really happy with a lot of things today. I mean, today we saw what I want to get out of Mallory, and that is an aggressive attacker. She didn't get. I don't think she got a 3 to go down, but that's one of the things we've got to get her, because if she adds the 3 to go along with her driving, she can be unstoppable. But the other thing today was, in this game, everybody. I mean, right off the bat again. Drew comes out, nails a 3.
Right.
That's what we've got to have. Now she got in foul trouble, or she probably would have helped even a little bit more in that case. But that's what happens if you're going to get in foul trouble. Everybody has to step up. Mira stepped up. Both my post girls did a heck of a job out there today too. I thought they did a good job of trying to deny the. I mean, Addie Lamb's tough, and I would give her a lot of credit for all she does. She gets the ball inside. She's got a way of twisting her body in just about every way imaginable. And I thought with Mallory kind of got behind her and got in foul trouble, but when we put the other 2 girls on her, they denied her the ball a little bit, and I thought Morgan did a really good job in there when she was in for Maddie when Maddie was in foul trouble. But you look at those things, you look at what happened, what went on. We figured out what we want to do with the press and how we were able to get them, and the game we got behind, and we came back and we went after it. Some of the drives. I liked what I saw. Cameron was attacking the basket. Didn't have the floater hitting, but man, that bank shot she hit at coming down the middle. Loved every minute of that. And as I said, we're seeing some things. I thought we got a little tired, and all of a sudden, for a while in the third quarter, we didn't move.
Right.
It just seemed like everybody's standing.
Yeah.
And that might be on. Stood and we watched a little bit of what Mallory's doing, but we've got to move with when she starts to drive. We've got to learn to move, and if we get to that kind of movement, and everybody coming up around, we're going to get wide open shots. We're going to get some threes. As I said, you saw that Drew can hit the 3. We didn't get Shelby probably as much on the underneath baskets tonight, but again, they had a couple big girls, which kind of stymies a little bit. But and Whitney hit a big shot.
Right.
She turned and hit a 3. I think that was out there that she hit.
Yes.
So we got pretty much just about everybody in the game, and almost every single one contributed somehow, some way, whether it was a defensive play, an offensive play, and we've got to have that. That doesn't mean that everybody's going to be exactly the same, but we've got to get everybody going. And tonight you saw one thing. If we can get what we had tonight where, as I said, I thought Mallory went after the game. She has that ability, and she's got to take that ability, and she's got to go after it. And if everybody else understands that if they're going to be worried about her, that leaves a lot of people open.
Yes.
A lot of people open. And when that starts happening, and that goes with any teams. When we play Garrigan, we got to worry about Audie. We got to worry about Molly.
Right.
Well, that leaves other girls wide open for shots,
Right.
for rebounds. That's part of what your team has to be. You very seldom are you going to find a team there, all 6, 7 girls are exactly, or boys are exactly the same.
Exactly.
And what they've got to learn to do is understand the situation so that if somebody's going to start to drive and 2 people have to go, that means you're wide open for a 3. And when we can start to get that 3 knocking down, or even the layup because 2 people go to 1 person, that's going to be our big thing. Because down here, that hurt us a couple of times when we went to face Addie Lamb.
Right.
And Addie saw the other girl on the backside, and we
Right.
just didn't rotate like we should have.
Also, I found something interesting tonight. I didn't see this in the Garrigan game last night, but you would see the players come up, and somebody would come up and say, hey, I'm open over here in the corner. I'm set. I'm wide. If we keep doing what we're doing, we're going to make this happen, especially when Mallory would go to the free throw line. All of a sudden, it was a conference call somewhere on the court where somebody was saying, hey, I'm open. You might want to look at me. And the next thing you know, they're giving it off to her. And because you'd see them tap their chest or do something and say, hey, come to me. That's the kind of leadership I think we need to see, don't you? Out there on the court where people are saying, hey, look to me.
I think just every girl, as you said, I think every girl right now just needs to understand, what am I going to be doing? What's my job here tonight? What am I trying to do? There are things that I told my girls. Some of you might be the rebounders you have to get after. Some of you might be the defensive player that's going to steal the ball. Some of you might have to shut down somebody. We were asking 2, 3 girls to try to shut down Addie Lamb. You have to take what your job is, and some nights you might be the girl that scores the most. You might be the girl that scores 8, 9, 10 points. For the example, here in this 4th quarter, I stuck with a lineup for a long time, pretty much the same lineup. Why? Because that lineup was hot.
Yes.
That lineup was going. Some nights it may be a different lineup, and that's the part when this group of girls really kind of figures that out. I think then we have got where we want to get to, and I think it'll just be a matter of time with this group that if I think they start understanding that, they'll start knocking down the threes, they'll start knocking down their shots, we'll shoot better free throws. I think it'll all come. This summer, we did some things, and I thought we played much better. Everybody was attacking, knew what was going on, and we got to get back to that. I think we lost that a little bit, and even a little bit of confidence was lost a little bit, but I think we're going to get it back. And I think we'll be fine as long as everybody just understands what do we got to do to help each other and help our team win. That's the big key.
Lake Mills, what are your thoughts?
Oh, I mean, we had Lake Mills won. We should have beat them up there.
Yes.
We shot 2 of 18 in the 4th quarter.
Right.
I don't see us shooting 2 of 18 again on our home floor. I think, that was a big, even though we didn't shoot well last night, it was still nice to get on our home floor. It'll be nice to get on our home floor again for a couple games here. It's a big game for us. We got to come out. I still think the one thing we've got to work on is our offensive rebounding. They still got too many offensive boards. And so with Lake Mills, that's where we got to be careful because if we give up an offensive rebound and they throw it back out to the three-pointers, those are snipers.
Mm-hmm.
And those 2 girls outside, they hurt us in the last game because we would all go in, they'd get the offensive board, and they come out. We're getting better. We still got a lot of work to do.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
See you Tuesday.
Have a good weekend. Yep.
You bet. Our player of the game is being brought to you by Jackie Darren and the staff at the Britt Food Center, a family-owned one-stop grocery store providing quality meats, fresh produce, deli, and bakery items. You could visit them at thebritfoodcenter.com for weekly specials. And by popular demand, our player of the game tonight, as voted by you, the fans, at 866 Mix 107.3 at 828 Mix KIOW, beg your pardon, 828 Mix KIOW. It is going to be Mallory Lear, the junior, coming up with the most points, 24 in the ball game tonight, playing an absolutely fantastic ball game. Our honorable mentions go to Cameron Eccles and Mira Kuji. So there you have it. That's our ball game for tonight, and a fun one it was, as a lot of you watched on Eagle Eye TV. We will see you Tuesday night as the Bulldogs will take on our Eagles from the Nest. For our executive producers, Carl Waldridge, Zarin Eggestal, Ann Fiender, and the hardest working producer in radio, Angela Nelson, To our master control sub tonight, which of course was Carl Woolridge, I'm A.J. Taylor. Good night from Belmond-Klemme as the Eagles win tonight 55-44 on the Eagles Sports Network. Good night, everybody.
Is B103.1 FM, a Koloff Media.